Mic check testing 1, 2, 3. Mic check. All right, sounds good here. Yep. So welcome back, guys. So it's been a month, or should I say, a year. Yeah, look, coming from 2021, 2022. So after a long wait, after a long wait of ordering the screen OLED display replacement from AliExpress, I finally got it. So this is the Note 8 replacement screen. All right. So this will actually fit onto this. So what happened previously is that the first shop which I've ordered from, all right. So what happened was that they sent me the wrong model. As a result, I have to send it back to them, which cost almost 10 Sing dollars to get back my money, which is big hassle to me. Also, basically I made a loss from there. Right now it's still in on the way back to China, mainland China. So it will take a while before they access it to make sure that it's fine before they refund me money. So the big risk here, if you're going to do this repair yourself, is that they might send you the wrong model, or they might send you a damaged product, and you have to wait for them to verify that it's not your fault, and then they'll actually do a refund. So yeah, so do take note of this. And of course, I won't be pasting it right away. As you can see that, what I am going to do is I'll reuse this metal frame, which I've actually scrubbed it clean with isopropyl alcohol, 99%. So it will get rid of all the old stickers. And firstly, what I'm going to do is that I will install back all the hardware parts, including the battery. All right, so this is actually a replacement battery. I'm not too sure has it got any charge, but I'll still plug in the USB-C to power it on. Or this is actually installed into the motherboard, power on, check to see if the screen has any major issues. So this replacement screen will come with a line, so hopefully it's just only that, nothing else. And what's going to happen is that I will just fix back the hardware parts, including the screen itself, test it, everything's okay, then I'll proceed with the pasting of sticker. And then later on off screen I'll paste the stickers for the back, including the camera lenses as well as the print sensor. So at first I was confused, that I have actually a full set of Note 8 stickers. So what I've done is I actually see the patterns. So you can see some the residues from the previous original glue. So based on that, I'll actually align it or match it together with the originals, so that I know that okay, this group of adhesive belongs to the back, while this here, all right, this will actually belong to the front. See that? So basically, it is a very close match. It matches quite well. This one will be here. This will be the top, and this will be the bottom. So it depends on how the video will go. I'll try to keep it relatively short this time around. So what I've done off camera is that I've actually reattached back the top earpiece, the proximity sensors, and the vibration motor. So now here, from now onwards, I'm going to follow the guide. So you can go and search Samsung Note 8 iFixit, and they'll actually show you all the guides. So now what I've done is actually go to this particular guide, assembly frame replacement. And but this is a reverse engineering, so I'm actually doing it backwards from here. So I've already done this, right? I've already pasted it back, vibrator and top speaker done. And now I'm going to put back the motherboard. So this is the motherboard here. Careful this cable, because this is going to be side, and likewise for this one, this will actually be linked to the S Pen. Check if there's any other thing in the way. This should fit nicely. So this is actually the bottom speaker. So sure it's pasted back nicely. So hopefully it's all aligned. I mean, I'm not an expert here, but at least just to make sure that everything's seated properly. So, alright, so just double check. So anyway, for the motherboard, I realized I didn't switch back the camera. From the motherboard here to the daughterboard, make sure it's connected. So I'll just turn back to the camera here. So you can see that I've actually attached this motherboard daughterboard back. I did not separate these two mother-daughter board. However, I did actually dislodge the antenna here. I'm just going to attach it back carefully. Right, so make sure these are all seated okay. It's not wiggling too much. Sensor here. Right, so camera looks fine as well. There's no fingerprint on it so far. So I'll just go check again. Right. So now it's fixing back the headphone jack. So basically, this will be attaching the smaller screws, and including this black small screw into here. check this line here. Okay, this doesn't seem to fit my ink. Let's see the right screw here. This one is in. Perhaps it's the shorter one, shorter screw. This will fit here, closest to the vibrating motor. Alright, so the daughterboard, headphone jack, USB-C, they are all attached to the bottom. Make sure that this antenna is connected back. Okay, and now screw this top using the black color, the one and only black color screw. And after that, let me just see. Go back to the this one is already screwed back here, and now it's just only attaching back the iris scanner and the front facing camera. And after that, you'll be attaching back this flex cable on the right side. So just attach the flex cable. Scanner. Bit of glue, but things fine. The camera. Just be careful not to touch the main cameras here. Okay, so let me check back. So the antennas that I mentioned just now here, just double check, make sure that you have attached them, including not only the daughter board but the main board as well. Before we proceed to attach the OLED display and the touch sensors. So this is just a temporary position. Later tested if the screen is okay, then I'll proceed to do the glue, the adhesive underneath the display. So I'm just doing a quick check to see if I can actually secure it with screws. So far, nope. Uh, that means I have to attach all these C backings. Let's put battery in. So a quick look at this battery. This is actually a replacement battery. What I've done is actually take out this serial number sticker and paste it on this new battery. And as you can see, there's actually adhesive. You can choose not to attach it during the testing like this, or if you want, you can actually you're confident that this battery works well for you, can proceed to just attach it. But for now, I'm just leave it at this first. So before that, let me just see this one. S Pen here. It's the battery. So when pasting the battery later on, make sure there's equal spacing in the top and bottom. If it's too far off, you might not have the length to actually connect this battery here. So do take note that right now the motherboard is still not secured fully to the frame. Just be careful when doing the power on testing. All right. So as what the seller has mentioned, this is actually a refurbished display. So there'll be a line here, which is correct. So I'm actually now holding this in place just to make sure that all the parts don't fall out. Right to unlock. So it's not the perfect display, but I think overall it looks good to me here. Just you what you can do is that if the color is a bit off, you can actually do a bit of adjustment here. So go to the settings to test the screen, star hex, 0 star hex, and click on touch. You can do access. So as this is actually a Note series, this will definitely come with a pen. So in this case, you see that it is working okay. So anyway, the battery comes about 85, 86% charged. So I guess should be working fine. All right, with that, I think I'm confident to proceed on to paste the adhesive. Let's power off the device. And we can detach this battery before proceeding to the uh, proceeding to paste the adhesive. So we detach this if you want to. See, it's possible just to flip over, stick instead. See, it's a bit risky, so I think it's better to just catch this before we stick it. So you can see that this actually this cable is actually very short for the OLED display, so it's always better to remove them carefully before we proceed to stick the adhesive. Just take note that there's actually a camera below there, as well as this battery. Perhaps you can see it back. Just be careful not to power on the device. Make sure these are aligned here with the spacing here so that you can actually pass through the LED displays cable. And then after that, these once the sides left and right they are pasted, we can actually proceed to do top and the So once this has been pasted, you can slowly remove the green part of it. Next would be the top portion. Wow. Get this bottom first. Moving on the top. Once pasted, to the bottom part here. Okay, so right now we are going to loop this through here, then we'll paste it firmly. So later on, what I will do is I will actually use the heat gun. Like after all these have been confirmed pasted, okay, I'll use the heat gun to actually heat up the front as well as the back. So you actually make it more secure because you melt the adhesive and ensure that it's all firmly attached together. So now you can see that at least the alignment is okay. There's no major big gaps, which is why do it slowly, align it carefully. So since I'm more or less confident that this should be working fine, so I'll proceed to attach the bottom firing speaker. Then we have a quick guide also, double check, see. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 standard screws. Just make sure everything's firm. There's no dislodged this. Right. So now I'll attach the remaining let me see how many screws. 10. 10 standard screws or the NFC backing is here. See those attached. So far, no, things are here. last three. So now at this moment, I guess it is safe to put back the S Pen as well as the SIM card tray. So now I can do one more functional test just to be sure. That looks fine. Even though it's a bit blur at the moment, functioning well. In camera. It's still okay so far. Vibrator motor works. So from this point on, all right, I would say the repair is 90%, 98% successful. Phone is still on, by the way. So what's going to happen is that I'll turn off the phone. And then I'll proceed to stick all the stickers as well as attach the fingerprint sensor. So overall, I think it's a successful repair after breaking trying to uh, reapply the OCA glue or removing the broken screen. It's not that simple. So if you guys want to repair the phone for broken screens, just reorder uh, the OLED display with frame so they can actually transfer all the parts. Or like for my case, I will just remove the faulty display, clean up all the residues, the glue residues, order the display only, then attach it. So for the stickers, like what I've mentioned just now, follow the alignments of the previous sticker. So let's say, for example, you can see all the residues here, which I've already cleared off, by the way, but you can see the markings. So all these new sticker will correspond to the old one, just like that. Right? So you can see that, for example, this here, you can paste it over. Since what I've done is actually use isopropyl alcohol and just scrub as much as possible. Once you've pasted the new adhesive, check. You also will attach the fingerprints scanner. Then you paste it over. Alright, so I'm not going to show too much of it right now and stop the video here. So hopefully this will be helpful for you. In my next video, probably I will run through the pros and cons of repairing these Samsung phones yourself. What are tools needed, what are things to take note of. And yep, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.